Hello, I'm Josh Rubenstein, the Public Information Director for the Los Angeles Police Department. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in Hollywood Division in the city of Los Angeles on November 18, 2018. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to this case so you can have a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know right now. The LAPD conducts very thorough use of force investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. We're still at the very early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete, and our understanding of this incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We also do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution. The images and information you're about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
Hello, I'm Lieutenant Kevin Bronner of Media Relations Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. I'm going to give you a brief overview of an incident that began on November 18, 2018 at around 3:42 p.m. Officers from Hollywood Division were patrolling around the area of Western Avenue and Santa Monica Boulevard when they observed a black Range Rover with no license plates. According to officer statements, the Range Rover was being driven erratically. Next, you will see digital in-car video. These are cameras mounted on the windshield of all patrol vehicles. They are activated automatically with the lights and siren. They can also be manually activated. The digital in-car video used by the LAPD has a 2-minute buffer video without audio. So, when the in-car camera is activated, it goes back 2 minutes and starts recording without audio. You will see the officers attempting to get behind the Range Rover to conduct a traffic stop. As they move in behind the vehicle, the Range Rover drives into the rear end of the vehicle that was stopped in front of it at a very slow speed. The officers attempt a traffic stop. The driver of the Range Rover ignores the officer's commands and drives away. The officers broadcast that they are in vehicle pursuit. The suspects make a right onto Santa Monica Boulevard and then quickly enter the 101 southbound freeway. The officers pursue the Range Rover until it becomes stuck in traffic and stops. The driver exits the Range Rover and runs away. According to the driver-officer's statements, he observes the suspect point a handgun at him as he climbs over the center median, and that's when the officer-involved shooting occurs.
Stop the car. Range Rovers, turn off the car. Turn it off. Open the door. Let me see your hand. Stop reaching for that. Let me see your hand. Hey, he's reaching in the glove compartment. All right. Driver, open the door. Let me see your hand. Hey, it's okay.
Santa Monica east from western around Range Rover plate treatment. 86, officers with the backup area unit and the supervisor Santa Monica east of western black Range Rover plate.
Southbound, 101 from Santa Monica. In pursuit.
Liaison all frequencies stand by 646 to this pursuit. Southbound 101 from Santa Monica Lake Range Rover. Favorably.
Southbound.
Passing. Molo. 6846 southbound 101, passing. Molo. Vehicle with the black plate, driver paper plate. We got one.
Hey, one passenger. Put your hands up.
6846 requesting help. Officer needs help. Shots fired. I have a man with a gun. He just ran onto the on-ramp with a gun. He's a male, white or Hispanic, with a gray shirt, black pants, carrying a black handgun. Officer needs help.
Get your hands up.
All units, officer needs help. Shots fired, officer needs help. Shots fired. Southbound 101, over. Suspect is male, white or Hispanic.
Step out of the
Gray
vehicle.
shirt, black handgun.
Give me your hands where I can see them.
6846, go to your location.
Open the door from the outside.
I'm on southbound 101, just south of Melrose. I'm in the number 1 lane. I
Face
need a
away
breather,
from
I
me.
need an airship, and I need help.
Step out, face away from me. Put your hands on the back of your head.
Officer needs help. Southbound
Back of your
101,
head.
south of Melrose, southbound 101.
Get him on the ground. Get him on the ground.
Number 1
Get him on the
lead,
ground.
shots fired.
Go on your knee.
Air units,
Go on your knee.
Howard frequency.
Come down to your stomach.
You see us on the freeway. The suspect just ran
Put your
on
arms out
the
to your side.
southbound.
Palms up.
I'm sorry, he ran down the northbound on-ramp.
I'm gonna be over. I don't have eyes on you yet. I got Melrose and I'm on ramp.
Wait, throw that guy out.
Airship just went down the northbound on-ramp, so he's down that way.
No, I don't know.
Down the northbound on ramp.
Male, white, or Hispanic? Are all officers accounted for? All officers accounted for at this time, yes.
Okay.
Okay, guys, let me start getting the perimeter set up here. Let me get all the way from bot up to.
All right. You with me? I'm with you. I'm going to put it on.
Stand by 1 second.
Airship, hurry up.
Yeah, guys, hang on a second. Let's try to get some containment set up on this here real quick. Let's go from Normandy up to Melrose.
Airship, you ran down that on-ramp, and it looked like you ran southbound. I need a perimeter, please. Can you set that up?
The Range Rover also had a passenger identified as Frederick Osorio in the front seat. He was immediately taken into custody. The driver of the Range Rover, identified as Harut Tarosian, ran into a nearby neighborhood. The involved officers coordinated a perimeter with responding officers to prevent Tarosian from getting away. You will now see body-worn video from both officers. The body-worn cameras used by the LAPD carry a 2-minute buffer of video without audio. So when the body-worn camera is activated, it goes back 2 minutes and starts recording. This is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly. However, it does not record any sound during these 2 minutes, so you will notice that the first part of the video does not contain audio. The driver officer's body-worn video starts recording after the Range Rover stopped during the traffic stop. After the vehicle pursuit, Tarosian exits the Range Rover and runs across the freeway when an officer-involved shooting occurs. The officer fires 4 rounds from his handgun. The body-worn video gives you a better perspective of the incident. Osorio is taken into custody on the freeway.
Driver, open the door. Let me see your hands. Get those hands. Get it back up. Get it back up.
6846. Back up, Santa Monica.
Pursuit of a hit and run driver. Of a
What's that?
South Southbound 101 from Santa Monica. Southbound 101 from Santa Monica. Southbound 101 from
Southbound 101 from Santa Monica.
in pursuit.
In pursuit.
All units on all frequencies, stand by, 6846, and then pursuit southbound 101 from
Exiting Melrose, requesting an airship and a backup. Hurry up.
101 southbound, passing Melrose.
This guy's gonna pull a gun, dude.
6846 southbound 101 passing Melrose. Vehicle is a black Range Rover paper plate.
What else do we need?
Yeah. Turn your hands up!
Put your hands up!
6846 requesting help. Officer needs help. Shots fired. I have a man with a gun. He just ran onto the on-ramp with a gun. He's a male, white or Hispanic, with a gray shirt, black pants, carrying a black handgun. Officer needs help. Get your hands up!
All units, officer needs help. Shots fired, officer needs help.
See you in there?
Southbound 101.
Okay, start pulling him out.
This is male, white or Hispanic,
Step out of the
gray shirt, black handgun.
Open your heads where I can see them!
6846, repeat your location.
Open the
6846, I'm on southbound 101, just south of Melrose. I'm in the number 1 lane. I need a perimeter, I need an airship, and I need help.
Step back, face away from me! Put your hands on the back
All
of
units,
your
officer
head!
needs help. Southbound 101, south of Melrose, southbound 101.
Get him on the ground! Get him on the ground!
Number 1
Get on the
needs
ground!
shots fired. Any new unit coming in on Howard frequency.
Airship, I see you. You see us on the freeway. The suspect just ran on the southbound. I'm sorry, he ran down the northbound on-ramp. I need a perimeter. He just ran down that on-ramp. He's a male armed with a gun.
Yes, I got Melrose and the on-ramp.
Hey, prone that guy out. The guy with the gun just ran that way. Get him in custody. I gotta communicate. Get him in custody.
So he's down that way.
Male, white or Hispanic,
Okay, right.
gray shirt, black pants, black handgun.
Hispanic? Officer accounted for. Officer accounted for at this time, yes.
Okay, I need you guys to hook that guy up.
Okay, guys, let me start getting the perimeter set up here. Let's get all the way from Vermont up to...
Hook that guy up, please. You hook him up?
I'm with you, I'm gonna put a call.
Stand by 1 second.
He ran down that on-ramp one. Go ahead, do with that. Okay. Airship, hurry up.
Yeah, guys, hang on a second. Let's try to get some containment set up on this here real quick. Let's go from Normandy up to Melrose.
Airship, he ran down that on-ramp and it looked like he ran southbound. I need a perimeter, please. Can you set that up?
down that on-ramp, and it looks like he ran southbound. I need a perimeter, please. Can you set that up?
LAPD canine units arrived and assisted with the search. Terosian was located a short distance away by canine officers at 832 North Normandy Avenue and taken into custody.
You got deep, I got this. Steve's got those. Hold there, hold there. Looks like I got a slicker. Slide that way, slide that way, slide that way. Slide that way. Bring that arrest team up.
Hey, you gotta make sure this guy doesn't get inside a door or something. He's got door access up there, right? Let's just go ahead. Let's just go at him. Start getting him hands now. And if he makes a move, now you gotta be ready because there's doors right there, people's doors.
Come back here. Come back here.
Want this open or not?
Yeah, you can open it. Open it. Go ahead and tell him to stand up, Steve.
All right, man. Go ahead and stand up. Surrender peacefully if this dog's gonna come to take you out, man. Show us your hands. Stand up. Show us your hands. Keep your hands up.
Call that arrest team up here.
Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down.
Slide back. Slide back.
All the way down. All the way down. Okay. Come on, keep coming. Keep coming. I'll just put him right over there. Step over here. Face this wall. Face this wall. Hands behind your head. Hands behind your head.
I'm cooperating.
I'll let you guys search him. He's not searched yet. Give me a search team officer.
With you?
You're good.
During the investigation, a handgun was found on the northbound on-ramp to the freeway in the area that Terosian ran. Investigators are waiting on the results of forensic tests to determine if this is the gun that he pointed at the officers. During a search of the Range Rover, a pellet gun was also found on the passenger floorboard. Terosian was transported to a local hospital and treated for non-life-threatening injuries to the top of his head and his right torso. Investigators are awaiting results of medical tests to determine if these injuries are the result of graze wounds from bullets. The vehicle that Terosian drove into was never identified. Harut Terosian is a 36-year-old resident of Los Angeles. He has been convicted of grand theft, terrorist threats, battery, disturbing the peace, and driving on a suspended driver's license. He is also on probation for grand theft. On November 20, 2018, the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office filed one count of felony evading, one count of a felon in possession of a firearm, one count of brandishing a firearm, and one count of carrying a loaded firearm. Frederick Osorio is a 26-year-old resident of Los Angeles. He has no convictions. During this investigation, Osorio was linked to a prior robbery that is not related to this incident, and he was booked for robbery that night.
In the next several months, the LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. They'll continue interviewing any new witnesses that may come forward and complete forensic tests. Now, after the investigation is completed, our Critical Incident Review Division will forward their findings to the Chief of Police, who will make his recommendation to the Civilian Board of Police Commissioners. That board will evaluate the evidence to determine whether the officer's tactics, drawing and exhibiting of a firearm, and use of deadly force in this instance met the high standards expected of all LAPD officers. If you'd like more information on how the LAPD and the LA District Attorney's Office investigates all officer-involved shootings and other serious uses of force, visit lapdonline.org, where you can also find LAPD's use of force policies and procedures. Thanks for taking the time to view this critical incident community briefing.